It's a final time here at the Kart Race of Champions 2019. First up are the heavyweight category. 18 karts on the grid for this one. In pole position we have Bradley Philpott with a near perfect record, 2 wins and a third from his heats. Ollie Smith starts alongside. Anwar Smith on row 2 in kart number 8 alongside number 13 Ashley West. And Ben Johnson, who had a heat win earlier on, starts alongside Alex Jones, also a winner in the heats. Chris Zakiewicz, he was a heat winner too, starts on row 4 alongside Adam Kellett on kart number 12. And on the 5th row of the grid, Mike Smith starts there alongside Mark Bramford. 6th row of the grid, Chris Peabody and Fabian Jones on 18 and 3. They were in the high 40s in the points. Robin Kassam, who got the last place, last automatic place on the grid, starts alongside B-final winner Chris Pengelly. Then Steve Williams and Ryan Sandol make up row 8. And the final row, Steve Coatsworth and Luke Hornsby. Those are your 18 contenders for this, the A final. Find out who's going to be the Kart Race of Champions winner for 2019 in the heavyweight class. We are underway for 25 minutes of racing. It's the 2 and the 10 of Bradley Philpott and Ollie Smith who lead them away. Philpott gets the advantage into the first turn, started as the pre-race favourite with 2 heat wins and a third place earlier on. And Ollie Smith not letting him get away in these early stages. Number 8, Anwar Smith, is in 3rd position. See if they can live up to the B-finals, which were very entertaining. Very different races though. The B-final for the heavyweights affected by a rain shower. The A-final, the B-final for the lightweights was just superb, with at one stage 8 karts battling for the lead. Now towards Garda for the first time, it is Bradley Philpott who shows in front, up the inside into 2nd goes the number 8 of Anwar Smith. Ollie Smith made a slight mistake there. Number 13, Ashley West, challenging as well. The blue and yellow, the almost Benetton colours from Formula 1. Already a warning for contact going out to number 15, which is Mike Smith. There's a long way to go yet. Number 2, Bradley Philpott, has the lead. Through the hairpin section they come. Very successful racer he has been over the years in all categories he's contested. The 17 up there, that's Ben Johnson. We saw him take a win earlier on. He's going well. He's the only driver to have defeated Bradley Philpott for a race victory today. In heat number 3 of their group. Inside number 10, Ollie Smith. Is he going to retake 2nd from Anwar Smith? He certainly is at Garda. That's the favoured overtaking spot today. 17 in 5th position behind this group, Ben Johnson. Ollie Smith, nearly right up over the curbs there. That could mean he loses 2nd place. No, just stays ahead of Anwar Smith. Then we've got the 13 of Ashley West down towards the hairpin section. And already Bradley Philpott starting to eke out a slight advantage here. And towards Paddock Bend they go. Still your leader is Bradley Philpott from Ollie Smith. The RKC driver leads the DJ Motorsport representative. Around the right-hander at Paddock Bend. 5th is number 17 of Ben Johnson. Under fire from, I think that's number 12, Adam Kellett with the green crash helmet in 6th position. These half dozen have broken away from the rest of the field already. Warning flag for contact goes out to number 5. That's Mark Bramford, further back in the order. There's Adam Kellett challenging the number 17 of Johnson for 5th position. But a much more calm start than we saw in the B-final for the lightweights, the race previous to this one. Of course, only the winner went through to the A-final from that one, so it was going to be a frantic race. Ashley West chasing the number 8 of Anwar Smith, that's for 3rd position. Lee Smith still not letting Brad Philpott get away here. Towards Cafe Corner they go. 2 leaders breaking away slightly. Still 21 minutes on the clock. It's the longest races of the day, of course, the A-finals at 25 minutes. The battle between Johnson and Kellett for 5th place. But Ollie Smith not letting Philpott get away too much here. Philpott, one of the taller drivers in the field. Anwar Smith holding off Ashley West for third. They're splitting into pairs here. We've got a pair for first, a pair for third, and a pair for fifth place as well. Leaders head down into paddock, then it's up towards Garda up the inside. Ollie Smith has a look, he goes through. Good move by Ollie Smith in number 10. We have a new leader. Bradley Philpott though is poised to try and fight back. He's on his bumper as they go up towards Cafe Corner. And out onto the start-finish straights. Philpott's going to try and slipstream at the inside at Conways. No, he's not. Maybe on the hairpins is where the attack will come. He's staying with Ollie Smith there, our new race leader in number 10. Will it be one of these two who becomes the Kart Race of Champions for 2019 in the heavyweight category? Down the hill they come. Still Smith from Philpott. Anwar Smith in third. Are going to make the move here at paddock bend? Bradley Philpott. I suspect he's going to wait for Garda. Try and get up the inside this time. No, doesn't get the line away. These four have broken away from everybody else. They've left behind the battling pair of Adam Kellett and Ben Johnson. Completes another lap. Ollie Smith in number 10 holds the lead, but to the inside goes Philpott into Conways, and he retakes the lead. Well, Bradley Philpott found the opportunity perfectly there at the first corner. Retakes the lead from Ollie Smith, who's fighting back, trying to get alongside at the hairpin. Wrong side for the left-hander. This could mean he loses out to Anwar Smith in number 8. He's having a good look up the inside there. They're side by side, letting Philpott get away a little, but Ollie Smith holds the place. He bashes bearings with Anwar Smith, and that nearly meant that Ashley West got through into third. Good race going on between these three. Now Bradley Philpott will be hoping those three start squabbling, because he's going to be able to get away at the front of the pack. Ben Johnson still holding 5th place in the number 17. Over the line they go. No warnings this time, that's good to see. No black and white flags. Expect a high standard of driving from these A finalists. Expect a high standard of driving from everybody here today. It is Race of Champions Day. We have seen some brilliant racing indeed. 4 karts almost line astern then. Philpott just beginning to break away, I think, at the front of the field. Likewise Ollie Smith now from Anwar Smith. Down towards the right-hander at paddock and up to Garda. And drop down into the left-hander and through towards Cafe Corner. Philpott has definitely broken away by a couple of lengths now. 18 minutes to go. We are starting to space out a little now, this lead battle. Bradley Philpott started as the pre-race favourite following his 2 heat wins, one from the back of the grid. His lightweight class is going to be less clear cut, I think. Down the hill. Through the sweepers into the right at paddock bend. And up towards Garda. Philpott breaking away from Smith, who's in turn breaking away from Anwar Smith. Then West, who's still plugging away on the tail of the number 9. Number 8 rather, for 3rd place. Black and white warning flag to number 12. That's Adam Kellett, currently chasing Ben Johnson. Battle for 5th position. Bradley Philpott continues to show the way in front. Main focus is this 3rd place battle now, with Ashley West all over the back of Anwar Smith. Fairly busy towards the back of the 18 kart field in this one, in this 25-minute race. Not yet halfway through it. Ollie Smith keeping pace with Bradley Philpott here. Anwar Smith holding off Ashley West. The battle seems to have settled down slightly. Warning, contact goes out to Mark Bramford, number 5, as up the inside Ashley West into Conways, takes 3rd place from Anwar Smith, who fights back coming out of Henry's Bend. There go the two leaders. Ollie Smith still close on the back of the race leader. Ashley West now third in number 13, having got ahead of Anwar Smith at first corner, Conways. Can Anwar fight back into a podium position? No points on this, of course, it's a straightforward crash for victory. They're well clear of everybody else now, these four. Ben Johnson, Adam Kellett and company battling for 5th place. The Ashley West there, ducking down behind his steering wheel. Rather like a motorcycle racer, getting down low behind his fairing. See, it goes the straight line. Out of Henry's bend. Anwar Smith looking to fight back. Through the hairpins. .13 from 8 for 3rd place. West and Anwar Smith. Bradley Philpott still leads from Ollie Smith. Rest left to fight for the minor placings from 5th downwards behind them. It's been a great day of racing for every driver involved. Everybody's put the maximum effort in today. Number 18 rather getting a warning there. That's Chris Peabody further down the order. Warning for a bit of contact for him. Still Ollie Smith all over Bradley Philpott. He's not letting him get away in the lead as some thought Bradley might. Ollie Smith continuing to hound him here. West and Smith dropping back now from these two as they head down to Paddock Bend, taking a lot of curb there. I noticed Bradley Philpott on the entry. Garda they go, that's where any attack will come, I would think, if Ollie Smith is going to make a move on Bradley Philpott, but he's dropped back a length or two now. Over the line they go once again. Towards half distance in this 25-minute race. Through the hairpin section. Into the left. Ollie Smith not close enough. Biding his time, looking for a place to attack. Bradley Philpott for the lead of this A final for the heavyweight category. Through the right-hander at Paddock Bend, over the curb. Close enough at Garda once again. Battle is still going on for 3rd place, still Ashley West in 3rd place behind them. Few scraps all the way down the order. 13 minutes to go, so we're just about to hit halfway. Adam Kellett has got to go into 5th place ahead of Ben Johnson, with his green crash helmet there in the background. But Bradley Philpott keeping a cool head out in front. 3rd place fight continues on. Can Anwar Smith get back into a podium position here? Ashley West holding off at the moment. Ashley for Club 73, Anwar Smith from Club 100 karting. Ollie Smith, the DJ motorsport driver, chasing BRKC's Bradley Philpott. Third place battle towards the line. Halfway through this A final for the heavyweight category. All 18 karts are still running. Through the hairpins go the two leaders. Controlled but quick drive by Bradley Philpott, just as we saw in the heats. He only attacks hard when he needs to. He did that in his 2nd heat, but he came from the back to take the win. He came through from the back to take 3rd in heat 3. Curves go the 3rd place battle. Further back behind them, the number 1 of Ryan Sandel has come through nicely into 5th place, battling with Adam Kellett, and the number 17 in behind them, that's Ben Johnson. So a good scrap going on now for 5th place between those three. Ryan Sandel coming through from back in 16th on the grid up into 5th place, having qualified via the B final. If he's the leading driver, yes he is the leading driver by some margin who came through from the B final. Ben Johnson tries to take the place from Adam Kellett and does so Kellett's lost a couple of places in the last couple of laps, down into 7th place. So it is shaping up to become the main battle on track now, although Sandal, is he going to go after the leaders? He's a few seconds behind at the moment. Ryan Sandal has proved his worth in coming through the field a couple of times today. The Club 100 driver. Ben Johnson from Club 73, number 12 Adam Kellett is also Club 73. Individual competition of course though today, no team prizes on offer or anything like that. We've got just over 10 minutes to go in this A final for the heavyweights. Adam Kellett holds off Ben Johnson, who tries to attack back again. Made a decent start but has slipped back slightly, the bespectacled Ben Johnson. Sandal pulls away now by a few lengths into 5th place. Can he go after Ashley West and Anwar Smith, who are battling for 3rd overall? Still leading the way is Bradley Philpott ahead of Ollie Smith. Ben Johnson all over Adam Kellett here for 6th position. Over the line they come once again. Conference. 3 of them behind astern. There was 3 pairings in the first 6 positions. This lot's now become a trio with Ryan Sandal rather getting past them. He's not got away though. Adam Kellett still keeping him honest. The rest of the pack scrapping it out further back behind them. A good scrap going on between Smith and Jones again. Mike Smith and Alex Jones further back in the order. They're still up in the middle of the grid. There's our leader, number 2, Bradley Philpott, still ahead by a couple of kart lengths or so of Ollie Smith, who led briefly earlier on. Couldn't hold back Bradley Philpott. The lead back into Conway's, after number 10 Kart had led him for just over a lap. Philpott still controlling the pace. No back markers ahead of him at the moment. Wouldn't imagine he will catch the tail end of the field in what's a relatively short race, 25 minutes. We're used to seeing longer endurance style races here at Buckmore Park in regular events. Here's the battle for 5th once again. Sandal ahead of number 12 Adam Kellett, who's putting pressure on him again. Ben Johnson's watching on behind them in the 17. Up and over the line they go. The track completely dry now. Calm down, says the board there. That's 16 and 3. But Adam Kellett certainly isn't calming down. He's having a go at Ryan Sandal up the inside to try to take 5th place away, and he does so into the hairpin. 16 and 3. It's Luke Hornsby and Fabian Jones. They're at the back of the field as Ryan Sandal bounces off Adam Kellett. What was that, says Adam Kellett. Puts his hand in the air. Robust tactics there from Ryan Sandal, and Kellett up the inside gets the place back again. Racing between these two, pretty robust stuff for 5th position. Now back up the inside, and again Sandal pushes his way through at paddock. We don't very often see overtaking there. Ben Johnson thinks I'll have some of this as well, and takes Adam Kellett for 6th place. Bash! They bounce off each other down the hill there. Johnson on the inside for the left-hander. Meanwhile, here's the fight for 3rd, and Anwar Smith has got back ahead of Ashley West, or has he? Because West back to the inside. This is for the final podium place. West retakes the place through the hairpin. They both run wide. Well, this race livening up in its second half, certainly. Ashley West back up into 3rd. Hopefully it's not going to be unlucky 13 for him. Well, Adam Kellett has stayed ahead of Ben Johnson in 6th place. Ryan Sandal now up to 5th in number 1. All changed in the battle for 5th position. Very entertaining one it is as well. There's the 3rd place fight. Difficult to know where to look at the moment in this race. It's really heating up out there. We know Bradley Philpott is still leading from Ollie Smith. Sandal still holding 5th place, and Ashley West still holding 3rd ahead of Anwar Smith. Top 7 well clear of everybody else now. These two well clear of the battle for 5th. West holding off Anwar Smith. Trying to take that all-important 3rd place on the podium. Bradley Philpott still your leader in kart number 2 ahead of Ollie Smith. But we have 2 Smiths on the podium here. Inside Anwar Smith, it looks like he's going to make the move at Garda. They're side by side on the exit. Can he make it stick? Over the curve goes Ashley West. And yes, Anwar Smith is up in the 3rd, so if it stays like that, we will have 2 Smiths on the podium. And Ashley West fighting back, as expected. Look on the inside there at Henry's, no way through. Into the hairpin, see what he does here. The tail of the number 8 of Anwar Smith. These 2 started on the 2nd row of the grid, so the top qualifiers very much holding the front of the field. The only exception that has interrupted their status quo is Ryan Sandal, who's come from 16th into 5th place. West all over the back of Anwar Smith for 3rd. Can he retake the place? Bradley Philpott, I can tell you, has begun to pull away slightly from Ollie Smith now. Runs the field, but it's the other Smith, Anwar, who we watch, battling with Ash West. Ash has had some successes in his class in the Club 73 series here at Buckmore this year. Through the 2nd hairpin. Anwar Smith still holds the place. Goes to Taylor, the closest battle on circuit at the moment. Things for 5th place have calmed down a little between Sandal, Johnson and Kellett. Completes another lap. The 3rd place fight, Anwar Smith hanging on in front. Not too long to go now in this race. With Bradley Philpott seemingly going to win it and become the heavyweight class kart race of champions for 2019. Pulled away by a few lengths from Ollie Smith now. These 2 have dropped well behind them. And through the sweepers they come, through the S's. Ashley West looking to make a move on the inside there. Oh no, you don't, says Anwar Smith. He brakes later, keeps his line, and holds that 3rd place. Through the right-hander at Garda. It's been the favoured passing place today, but Ashley West can't make a move in the yellow and blue. Through the curves they go, completing another lap. Anwar Smith positioning himself exactly right there on the inside run into the right-hander at Conway's, forcing Ashley West to go the long way round. It may not work as well in the hairpin section. You have to swap sides of the track very quickly. There's our B final winner, Chris Pengelly, got up to. He's outside the top 10 at the moment. Starting 14th on the grid. In fact, the only qualifier from the B final who has made progress up the order is Ryan Sandal, curiously. Cracking drive from Ryan up into the top 5. Still these 2 at it, hammer and tongs for 3rd place. Going around the outside there, Ashley West, can he do it? At the moment. Into the hairpins they go. Into the closing stages of this race now. It looks as though Bradley Philpott is going to be the kart race of champions for the heavyweight category. He has pretty much dominated today's racing, just that one defeat in his 3rd heat. He's 3rd in that one behind Ben Johnson and Anwar Smith. Anwar one of the only two drivers to have finished ahead of Bradley. He's not going to in this one though, he's too busy battling with Ashley West. They go over the line, nose to tail yet again. Smith holds the inside into Conway, he does that every time, gets the line right. Measured drive by Anwar Smith, a great fight with Ashley West. Through the hairpins they go to head towards the S's. So Anwar Smith has just about secured the final podium place. We are well behind the two leaders now. Won't be long before the leaders are encountering backmarker traffic in the closing stages of this one. They are so far in front. Third place battle flashes over the line. Still Anwar Smith holding off everything Ashley West can throw at him. Ryan Sandall still fifth ahead of Johnson and Kellett, who are still battling it out for sixth position. Heading out of paddock bend up towards Garda as these two come out of the hairpins. There is our race leader, Bradley Philpotts, heading for victory, heads around Garda up towards the left-hander for the last time. He's celebrating already as he comes up towards the line. Your heavyweight class kart race of champions winner is Bradley Philpotts. He takes the championship, throws the kart around in a burnout-style celebration. Congratulations, Bradley Philpotts. Ollie Smith first to congratulate him. He came over in second. They are well clear of the battle for third place, which is going to be won by Anwar Smith, only just ahead of Ashley West. Bradley Philpotts power sliding in celebration. Always a flamboyant racer is Bradley. He takes the Kart Race of Champions heavyweight category title, finishing ahead of Ollie Smith. And indeed to Bradley Philpotts. 2 heat wins and a third place, and then only led briefly for a lap or so by Ollie Smith in the final. He got him back into Conway's. And Bradley takes the win. Living up to his status as pre-meeting favourite. He won by 1.9 seconds, while the margin much smaller between Smith and West, who are 14 seconds down on the leader. And Ryan Sandall topping the battle with Ben Johnson and Adam Kellett for 5th place. Mark Bramford, Mike Smith and Alex Jones completing the top 10. 17 of the 18 starters went the distance. Luke Hornsby was a non-finisher. But congratulations to Bradley Philpotts, Kart Race of Champions heavyweight champion for 2019. Now time for the podium celebrations. Ryan Sandall of Club 100 taking 5th place, resplendent in BMW race suits. Well done to Ryan. Ashley West taking 4th position. Well done to the bearded racer from Club 73. They take their trophies for 4th and 5th place. Now onto the podium. Anwar Smith of Club 100 takes 3rd in our heavyweight category. Good drive by him from 3rd on the grid. The runner-up in this one will step forward next in our heavyweight A final. Well done to Ollie Smith, representing DJ Motorsport here today. Good consistent day of driving from Ollie. But there could only be one winner, and it has been a dominant day here today at Buckmore Park for the man from the British Rental Karting Championship, the BRKC. And that, of course, is Mr. Bradley Philpotts, and he will step forward onto the top step of the podium. Receives his trophy from the Club 73 officials. Bradley Philpotts taking the championship here today, the Kart Race of Champions heavyweight category champion for 2019. A very pleased indeed. Bradley Philpotts stands alongside Ollie Smith and Anwar Smith on the podium at the end of our heavyweights category here at Buckmore Park. The photos being taken, and well done to all three of them. Bradley Philpotts, the 2019 heavyweight champion.